Hello, so we are looking at Johann Pachelbel's, no, I didn't say Taco Bell, Pachelbel's Canon in D. Now we're going to be starting with the rhythm that goes along with it, but I want to explain a little bit about what a canon is. So Johann Pachelbel lived a long time ago, from 1653 to 1706. Now, he was a wonderful teacher. So many loved him and wanted to be one of his students because he wrote music specifically for learning students. One of the most famous pieces that he wrote was Canon in D, which you're going to often hear in movies, romantic movies, and at weddings. There is a link in this video to go ahead and listen to a beautiful version played by the cello and piano. So a canon is a piece of music in which two or more voices or instruments actually imitate the same melody but at different pitches or different rhythms. One of the most famous canons that you actually already probably know is row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. And then when I start singing merrily, 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 somebody else maybe comes in with row, row, row your boat. So while I'm singing merrily, merrily, they're singing row, row, row. And so they kind of move together in sync, even though we're singing different words. Okay, so around like row, row, row your boat is it's a simple type of canon in which each voice plays exactly the same thing but starting at different times. Well, canon in D has some similarities to that, but it has the same chord progression, but the different voicings, the different instruments, maybe play a little bit of a different variation of the same chord progression at the same time. It's beautiful. All right, so what we're going to do today is make sure that we can actually use some of these rhythms. We're going to clap out the rhythms, and these all fit together because each one of these rhythms is going to have 5 measures in it. And if you want to jump straight to the activity, I'll put a link of where that is in the notes down below. Okay, so what we want to make sure that we totally recognize is that, here, let me get a better view of this. Hold on, I hope that doesn't move it too much for you. Okay, I think you can see my mouse, maybe not. Hey, look at that. Okay, so the first thing that we want to note is that it is in 4/4 time. The top 4 tells us that there are going to be 4 beats in each measure. The bottom 4 tells us that it's the quarter note that gets each beat. So when we're looking at one beat, the quarter note is what gets one beat. The measures are broken up by these up and down lines right here. So if we take this measure, for example, we see 1 beat, 2 beat, 3 beats, 4 beats, 4 quarter notes, each one gets a beat. Now you might notice in this measure at the very end, here's our measure marker, here's a measure marker. There's really only one note there. It's called a whole note. It gets 4 beats. So when we clap that, we'll clap it, hold, hold, hold. Now for each one of these measures, we are going to just keep counting to 4 for every single measure. This half note here gets 2 beats. So as we go, let's go ahead and clap this out together. The first one goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in a moment here, I'm actually going to be clapping every single one of these for you to practice along with. As we do that, I would like to challenge you. I'm actually going to make myself just a little bit smaller so that you can see everything here. I'd like to challenge you to actually clap along. Once you've clapped with me a couple of times in practicing this, I want you to try to clap along to a different rhythm while I'm on a different line. Okay, so this is the part of the video where we are going to be counting out each one of these. Let me move that a little bit so that the studio logo isn't in the way. All right, so Now, this is the part of the video where we're going to clap along to every single one. As you get better at this, you should challenge yourself to clap as a Canon would, where you're going to clap one line while I'm clapping and saying another line. All right. I'm going to make sure that my tempo stays consistent at 80. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2. Top line, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, next line. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, third line. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. Here's our fourth line. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here comes our last line. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, can't wait to see how you do.